Oh, we're back in the workshop. It's equally cold as it was yesterday. We're working on Mark's L322. In the last video I showed you the extent of the rust, the very common problem with these cars. Every owner's going to encounter it at some point. We did a bit of exploration, we cut away a few panels of the rusty bits, and we started offering up the repair panels. In this video we're going to get those panels trimmed and welded on and do the prep ready for paints. Let's do it. So we're getting on with the preparation here. I have cleared up most of the rusty metal. I've prepped this panel to go in here. You might remember I had said to you I was going to use the position of this hole to help line up the new panel with the original one, but the new panel's hole is in a different place, so we couldn't do that. So what we're doing is we're using the slot that's in the panel underneath here to line up with the jacking points, and that just ends up wherever it ends up. So it's only loosely thrown in the hole at the moment. We're going to need to get a jack underneath here, push it up underneath the jacking point, make sure it's clamped to the seam all the way along. This top edge is just tucked in underneath, so that will find its own home, and then we can put some tacks in it and everything will be lovely. Now, this part of the repair is of course going to be on show, so we've got to make sure that everything lines up perfectly, and the repair panel is okay. It's kind of a reasonable facsimile of what we're doing, but it's not really a very good fit. So I think what we're going to do, you see I've drawn a line on here. This line is where I'm going to cut this panel, and then I'll be able to lay it on top of here, and where it touches I can scribe and cut back these edges to match, and then we can weld all of that. Obviously that's going to take a few minutes. I'm going to get on with it. I'll be back with you soon. So there we go, we've trimmed this panel, and now it sits in really quite nicely. Fits down there as well, but I can't hold it in two places and hold the camera, unfortunately. But if I peel that away, then you should be able to see I have also scribed a line. That's the butt line where the two pieces will meet up. So my next job is to trim that back to that line, and then I'll be able to butt the pieces up against each other and start welding them. So here we are, a few minutes later. I've done a bit more trimming, and the critical part here is this junction. These need to be level that way, and then all of these pieces need to line up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with putting a little tack in just here, and then I'm going to tap that down a little bit because it's a little bit proud, and put a tack in there. And then this piece here needs to be a little bit deeper. It needs to go in a bit further, so that will go in, and then that will get tacked, and then I can follow that down there, and I can follow that down there. And once that's in place, I'll tidy that up and put the sill piece on there, and this little junction here, a little fill in that it's going to need, and it will all look lovely. So come back in a while, I shall have that done. Well, there you go, progress is being made. I've tacked the repair panel into place. I think I've already said, but the cut line I chose, or where to put the weld, is based on trying not to put it in the middle of an area where there's going to be large flats, because that's where you get distortion. So all we got to do now is about an hour of welding. I'm not going to bore you with that, but we'll get that lot stitched up nicely and get the grinder on it, clean it up, and then we can put that panel in down there. Welding. I'm not great at it, and you don't need to be. The thing about MIG welding is great welding comes from practice. And by the time you've welded up this lot, you'll have had some practice. My welder, in case you're interested, it's a SIP 160A MIG, and I'm using it on a very low current setting, 54. I might even take it down from there. No extra push on the wire. It's set to MIG. Mixed, I'm using Argo Shield, and it's a 0.8 wire, and yeah, that's it. I'll link, yeah, I can recommend the welder, it's cheap, so I will put a link in the description so you can find it. There you go then. Once you've finished the weld repair, you skin some filler over it, knocked out all the little dents, bash down the high spots, do all those things, blow a little bit of grey primer over it, or whatever colour you happen to have lying around, and it will reveal the final shape, let you see whether or not you've done it right. That is ready to go to the paint shop. I'd call that a success, wouldn't you? We've got all the new panels welded in. We've done a first pass of smoothing and filling. Car's going off for paint now. Next time you see it, we'll be reassembling and making it all look lovely. So stay tuned. We'll see you on the next one.